Hello everybody! Today we are going to be taking a look into the Google world. And in this tutorial we are going to be looking at how to do some basic things in Google Slides and Google Docs. We're going to be focusing on 5 things that you're going to be using very often this year. Those 5 things are: number 1, how to insert an image. Number 2, how to insert a video. Number 3, how to hyperlink something. Number 4, how to create a table or graphic organizer. And number 5, how to share your document after you've created it. So let's go ahead and jump right in. And for today's tutorial, we're going to be focusing on accessing your Google Slides and Google Docs from this grid up in the right-hand corner of your screen. We're going to click on that grid and you're going to see that all of your Google apps are going to pop up. And keep in mind that in the future you can create a doc or a slide from going into your Drive, and oftentimes your teacher is going to assign a slide or a doc from your classroom. But for today's purposes, we're just going to go straight into these two docs or these two documents. To start, we are going to go into Slides. So let's go ahead and click on that. And we're going to want to create a new presentation. And the number one thing that you do when you enter into a new doc, a new slide, is you come up to this untitled presentation, or it'll say untitled document, and you are going to type in whatever the title is. So for today, say you have an assignment on music. Your teacher wants you to do a research project on music that you like. So we're going to call it music. Maybe in the title, we're going to give it a little bit of a more interesting name. Music I love. All right, and we are going to focus on classical music. All right, so there are the basic things for Google Slides. To make it look good, you can always go to the icon here, and that's going to change the background of whatever you have selected. That is always an option. If you click outside those boxes, however, you can go to the background and you can choose other colors. Make it really interesting. You can add a theme, which basically means all the slides in that presentation are going to have the same pink background. You can choose an image and go through a Google search to find an image that you like. And you will find lots of good stuff here. All right, so that's kind of a quick overview, but I like this pink to start. So we're going to leave that there. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to add another slide. So we could just press this plus button, and this is the automatic slide that it's going to generate. However, I need maybe 2 more slides. So let me choose, you know what, I really like this one. So the next slide's going to be like this. And the last slide we're going to leave blank, and I'll explain why in just a moment. So to start, we are going to insert some images. So remember, this is music I love, ... And maybe you want to write, I love all kinds of music. All right. Now that the writing's out of the way, hopefully you'll have a little bit more in a real scenario, but let's go ahead and move on. Let's upload an image. Now you could upload it from your computer using this icon. You could search the web. You could use your Google Drive. You could use photos that are already on your Chromebook. You could use a URL code, or you could use the camera and take a picture. You have all of these options, and that you can access once again through this icon. You can also access it by clicking Insert, going to Image, and the same drop-down is going to be provided. Either way works, doesn't matter which one you use. for today's purposes, we are going to search the web. And I'm going to go ahead and type in music. And you know what? I really love this picture. So I grabbed it and I'm going to drop it right into my slide presentation. And I can adjust the size, make sure it fits, make it look good. There's lots of things you can do with this. Maybe you want to add another image on top. But you know what? I don't know if I like that. So I'm going to delete it. Come back up to the top search bar. And I'm going to go ahead and type in transparent background. Now, when I search for music, I get images that have a transparent background. What that means is that whatever color or image is behind it is still going to show through, but I get the image that's on top. So that's a fun little feature. So that's a little bit about inserting images. But we also need to insert a video, right? So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to have, this is our video slide page. We're going to come back up to the top and we're going to go to Insert. And this time we're going to head on down where it says Video. We're going to click on that. And you'll notice you have a few different ways to upload videos. The easiest is going to be using the YouTube icon or YouTube website. So let's go ahead and open up another page. We got to find a video, right? So music, classical. Let's take a look at what we get. And you know what? One of the first things that pops up is a YouTube video. And for sake of argument, let's say, yep, this is the one I like. Go up to the top. You can copy it from here, but you can also scroll on down where it says share. Click on that, and you're also going to get the copy code here. Either way works. It does the same thing. Then we're going to head on back to our slideshow presentation, and we're going to paste that right into the YouTube search. And look at that. That is the video we wanted. We're going to click on it till we get this nice solid blue line and click select. And as you can see, it inserts the video right into your slideshow. And when you are presenting, you can click on the play, it will play the video. So let's also say that I want to make sure that just in case this video doesn't play from here, I still have pretty quick access. Now when you do click on the video, oftentimes it will take you straight to the correct place. However, we're going to be really diligent and we want to turn this into a hyperlink. Okay, so we are going to highlight the word that we want people to be able to click on in order to get to that web page. And we're going to scroll on down where it says link here. And we're going to link. It already says video. We're just going to paste that in and apply. And so now, when you click on that word, you're going to get a hyperlink to the web page you want. All right? So this is a really important skill that I would like to really hone in on. So let's go ahead and practice a couple more times with that. And so we have our blank page. Once again, we had a blank page for a reason, because I wanted to show you what it would look like if you went to the backgrounds and you want to choose image and say you want a music note. And we're going to go ahead and insert that one, because this is a really cool effect that you can do. And then you can go ahead and add a text box. So after you've added that, say you want to write music in big red letters. Music. And you want music to go right over your music notes. You can do that. It might be difficult to see, you might want to change the color, but it is an option. I wanted to make sure that you knew it was an option. And let's say we want to go ahead and keep practicing those hyperlinks. So we want to turn this music into a hyperlink. So once again, we click, come on down, and we're going to link it. And let's say we want to link it to a more informational website. So not a video. So let's scroll on down. And 15 of the most famous tunes in classical music. And you know what? I already did my research, so I know this is the one that I want. I'm going to copy this page, head on back, and paste that in. So now that's a hyperlink. And the last hyperlink I want to go ahead and show you is if you want an image to be hyperlinked. So for sake of argument, we're just going to use this tune. We're going to plop it right in there. We're going to go ahead and click on the image. And this time, we want to go ahead and insert the link by clicking the icon there. All right, so once again, we're just going to use the same link this time, and we're going to apply it. So now, when you click on this image, it is hyperlinked. So not only can you hyperlink words, you can hyperlink images as well. Alrighty, so now that we have created our slides, let's go ahead and open up a new tab, and we're going to get into Docs. So once again, coming over here, click on Docs, and we want to create a blank document. Once again, we want to go ahead and rename this, and this one's about music information. And in this one, keep in mind, you're going to insert images the same way we did in slides. You're going to do the hyperlinks the same way that we did in slides. So we're not going to go over those again, but we are going to show you how to go ahead and insert a table. So just under image, we've got table. Now these little squares are going to be indicators of how big you want your table. So maybe you want a 3x3. And here we go. And you can lengthen it out. You can customize how big you want each row and each column. These are columns. And these are the rows. All right, so music I love, music I hate, music I'm okay with. Those are 3 categories. And maybe you want to write some information about it in this one, and maybe you want to insert an image in this box. This is just one of the many ways you can create your own graphic organizer, and you can have any kind of subjects, any kind of information in there. It's the same process. All right, so now that we've done that, it's pretty basic. We are going to share. So if your teacher wants you to share with them, they could be asking you to turn it in Google Classroom, which will be a different video. But for sake of argument, let's just say they say, you know what, just share it with me. You're going to click the share button. You're going to find your teacher, click on their name, and all you need to do is press the send button, and it's going to send it off to them. All right, guys, so that does it for this tutorial. Please make sure you are going back and referencing the things in this video so that you can remember and practice all the skills that we have learned today. Have a great one.